Welcome to Rooforia, your one-stop shop for all your questions roofing, insurance restoration. This is where we talk about roofs. All right, so this is going to be another segment in our sales training package for Eagle Restoration, and we are talking about overcoming objections. And I made a list of several of the most common objections that I have seen in my experience door knocking. Oh, by the way, you see this? Yeah, that's right. Boss, baby. Anyway, so here is an objection that you're going to come across somewhat frequently. Not all the time, though. And again, remember, objections. These are issues that you did not overcome effectively in your initial pre-zo, right? So when you're doing your presentation, make sure you educate the customer so that they don't have this objection, so that they don't think this thought for 1 second, right? You want to frame the project, frame the whole sale, frame everything as if this is a 90% discount from your insurance company because you already paid your premium, so you are paying for the roof. You may have already paid for it all together with the premiums you paid in the years you've had insurance, but rest easy. They'll rest easy because they know that you will pay for it in the time that you own your home. So it's not a big deal for them to pay this money, right? And plus, only about 1 in 50 people that have insurance file claims per year. So if they pay $1,000 a year in premiums, that's $50,000 that's available for your claim, right? So I don't want to pay my deductible. That is something you're going to come across, right? Or, yeah, we had an insurance claim before, and, the guy that we had, yeah, he made sure we didn't have to pay a deductible. Yeah, he waived our deductible. Hey, can you eat my deductible? Hey, this other guy says that they'll pay our deductible, right? So when this comes up, like I said, it's because you didn't overcome the objection prior to them saying it, right? You didn't frame it correctly, right? You didn't tell them, oh, it's great. The only thing you're responsible for is your deductible. That's all you have to pay, no matter how much it costs, $10 million or $10, you are responsible for your deductible, and that's it. All you have to pay is your deductible, and say that. Don't say it like, you have to pay your deductible. People are like, yeah, it's awesome. The only thing that you got to pay is your deductible. It's such a low amount compared to all the value you're getting, right? And all this experience. Because when you choose a contractor that you can trust and the guy that you know is really going to do your job really well, right? And when you picture that contractor, then you see this guy and you just know he's standing right in front of you, right? Then you know that it's really important that you feel totally safe, Becky, right? That's how you talk to them, and you're using your NLP. And you're getting them on your side, and you're getting them to trust you, and they should. We're a trustworthy company. We do good work, right? So anyway, now, what do we say? Remember, we never tell a customer they're wrong. We be very careful with that F word, fraud. Don't toss that around, right? You might mention it in passing, but don't ever make it sound accusatory. Nobody likes to be called a crook. Nobody wants to be told that they are committing fraud or doing anything like that. No one wants to hear any of that negative Nancy stuff, whether it's true or not. They don't want to hear it. Nobody wants that implication on them, right? So now what I say is, I get it. I get it. Insurance claims are tough because no one is expecting a sudden loss. No one's expecting this expense to come out of pocket. And you know what? Most Americans don't even have any savings. And the majority, I would say less than 10% of Americans actually have $10,000 or more in their account. And that's a startling number because think about that. What about people trying to retire? If those are statistics, that means we're doing really bad. So it's hard to come up with this money. I get it, right? So, and the thing about it is, it's illegal for us to waive a deductible. We can't do it, right? Because, and this is where I'll say it, the insurance company will charge us with fraud if we invoice them for a different amount than what we actually charge you, right? So if they say that they're going to pay $10,000 for the claim, and then we tell you we'll waive your deductible, well, that means that we have to bill you $9,000, right? Because that's all we're charging. That's what we have to legally do. And then, so what they'll do is they'll pay everything except for your deductible. So instead of paying the $9,000 that they were supposed to pay, because you paid the $1,000 deductible, now they're only going to pay the $8,000, and you still got to pay your deductible. Because if we do it the way we have to do it, the way we legitimately had to do it, we would have to lie. We would have to say that we charge you $10,000, and only charge you $9. And then that puts us in a predicament. It also puts you in a predicament because that makes you a participant, right? And we would not want to put you in that position. We're not going to incriminate ourselves or you. If you've ever, I'm sorry if you had to work with somebody that did that in the past. They put you in a compromising position, and I apologize for the industry for that. We can't do that. But what we can do, right? What we can do is we work with a financing company called Hearth, right? You can finance the entire job, right? You can finance the entire job and put the money in your pocket because the insurance is paying for it, and that would just be a personal loan, right? You could totally do that. Or you could just take out, say, $2,500, and then your insurance deductible is $1,000. Put $1,500 in your pocket, right? After you pay your deductible, you can do that. Those are several things you can do, right? Matter of fact, if you apply for hard financing, and that's the only way that we will offer this, is if you apply and you don't qualify, right? We will offer some in-house deductible financing. We do it over a year's period of time. If we do that, we do require that you put a certain percentage down, right, to protect us, just in case, because, you know, if you get denied the hard financing, it's because, you know, your credit's not that great. And if we offer the in-house, then we have to expect that there could be a situation where, you know, the finances aren't there. That's why you would have gotten denied. So to protect ourselves, we'll need a little bit down on that. But there's also the last option, and this is what we usually do. This is probably, because I don't want to accuse anybody of being a crook, right? Your last guy, this is probably what he did. He probably looked at your scope of loss, the insurance, and he agreed upon, and he looked and he saw maybe that there was an air conditioner condenser fins that needed combing, and they're paying $180 for it, right? So he just said, hey, we're not going to do this, and we're going to knock this $180 off of your deductible, right? But you can do that. And you can do it with the ACV money, whatever they've paid so far. So if it was depreciated, maybe it was $150 or $100, right? And then maybe he looked at the gutters, and the gutters were $1,500, and they paid $700 up front, right? So now you don't do the gutters, and we take that $700 plus the other $100, it's $800, and now you pay $200 for your deductible, and you've already paid the $800 out of pocket, or out of the insurance claim that we're not doing. Now what this does is it means that the insurance, if another insurance claim comes up, they will not pay for the gutters again if we don't replace them this time, right? They're not going to pay for it twice. That's all that means, right? Now, you wouldn't want to do that on your roof because the roof's pretty important, and if it starts failing, because it's already failed, because that's why it's damaged, it just may not have shown like the symptoms, like all the leaks and stuff just yet. That will happen. So you're going to want to definitely take care of your roof, right? You don't want that uninsured. But the gutters, that's a relatively small expense compared to the roof. So if we were to do that, we could absolutely do that. If there's some painting or something on the interior, what else do we have here? Window screens, right? Aluminum window casements. Maybe there's some siding, but they only pay for a couple of pieces. All that stuff, we can use that money to go towards deductible or towards upgrades or anything else. But that is how we cover the deductible. We don't do it by waiving it. If we waive it, you're probably going to come in at under the required profits on a job, which means there'll be no commission. So if you waive a deductible, that could be waiving your commission because it's probably similar. You know, you're going to average probably make right around $1,000 on a job, right? If you waive a deductible, well, if you want to work for free, that's on you. So, but anyway, remember, all money is not good money, right? If they're really pushing to waive the deductible, well, you know what? Walk away and see if they pull you back, right? Give it the takeaway. And remember this also, if you ever reduce a price, ever in life, if you reduce a price, take something away. If you don't take something away, they will think that you were trying to cheat them in the first place, right? Or they'll think that you're a liar. Whatever it is, if all of a sudden your price drops $1,000, but your product doesn't change, that makes you suspicious. But anyway, this is Greg signing out on Roof Warrior, and you have a good weekend.